Joining us here on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is a man. The Manningcast, as you know, I have said nothing but love for it because it is just a total delight. And the Eli Manning Show can be seen on the Giants YouTube channel. The next episode drops 2 days before New Year's with Bill Murray as his guest.
Oh, wow.
Eli Manning back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, Eli?
I'm doing great, Rich. How are you?
I'm doing better. I'm doing better for talking to you. So, why was Kurt Warner wearing your jacket last night, Eli? Was that something from back in the mid-aughts that he got from you? That jacket from last night? Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
You didn't?
Is he wearing my jacket?
Oh,
No.
my gosh.
What happened?
Oh, Eli, you've been off of Twitter. Yeah, Kurt.
I'm off. Yeah, I've been off Twitter today.
Okay, Kurt wore a jacket last night. It was this big silver puffy jacket. And he got roasted, big time roasted for it. Lance Briggs said it looked like a wrapped up burrito. NFL Network said it looked like a Hershey's Kiss, like that sort of thing. I thought you'd have definitely seen that.
I follow you on Twitter, so if I check my Twitter, did you comment on it?
Have I commented on it? I have not yet. No. Okay.
No,
I'm sorry, I let you down.
No wonder I didn't. No wonder.
Is that how my tweet made the Manningcast a few weeks ago? Where you noticed it during a
Yeah.
commercial break? Is that what happened?
Exactly. I notice everything you do.
I
I'm a big
appreciate
fan.
that.
I'm a follower.
Hey, Eli, the Manningcast has been an absolute delight. I'm wondering if this is what you guys envisioned when you decided to do this for ESPN.
Yeah,
on Monday
I
nights.
think so. I think so. This is what we were, what we hoped would people would find entertaining, and so I think just the idea of Peyton and I, just hanging out, talking ball, taking shots at each other,
Yep.
and having some fun guests on to guys a little bit where you can poke fun at them. No one's gonna get sensitive, no one's gonna get their feelings hurt, and so we kind of knew going in. The first couple was going to be a little bit of, hey, let's see what works, what doesn't work, and see what fans like and adjust from that. We tried to have a few kind of scripted things early on with some plays. Peyton trying on helmets. He was a little nervous. I think a little excited. He was a little excited the first couple episodes, but we kind of got through those and just said, hey, we don't have to plan much. That's what the game's for. Have some guests, plan for the guests.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're just talking ball, let's talk. Something's going to happen that we can discuss and find interesting just from our knowledge of being around the game for so long.
And then again, so both of you, are those studios built in your nearby or in your basements? Are those really your?
I'm in my basement. Yeah, I'm in my basement, and and so yeah, when I built it, it wasn't planned to be a studio to host Monday Night Football. That was not in the game plan. But Peyton somehow convinced a buddy of his to let him use his kind of garage little area, and so I'm sure at first it was kind of sold as, hey, it's just like a Zoom, it's easy, you pop right in. It's not quite that. It's a little more lights, more cameras, more TVs, more people in your area than maybe we were initially told.
So your commute is just downstairs. He's got to hop in a car. Is what you're saying to get to work.
He's got to hop in a car, which is maybe not a bad thing. I just go right downstairs. My kids love Monday night, so they kind of like the excitement of people around. They usually come down kind of in the basement with me around 7:00. I go down and just kind of go over my notes and make sure everything's working. And they run down and just start. They like all the cameras. They get the laser pointer. They're on the little tablet. They're drawing things. They like all the toys and start dancing. And when they see a camera, they kind of that's there. They light up and start acting out, which makes it fun.
So I mean, and the thing that I enjoy seeing too, is just you guys and your natural habitat of being brothers. And also just, behind the scenes in I never thought I'd see Peyton in skinny jeans, to be honest with you. Also, I've never seen him inhale his hand before. How come you're not caught on camera eating? Do you not? What's up with that, Eli?
Well, because I'm East Coast time, so the game starts at 8:15. I've already eaten dinner. He's in Denver. Game starts at 6:15. He's got the commute before, so he's not hungry at 5:30. He's got so that's at halftime is his dinner.
So it's an unfortunate scheduling. I guess wouldn't call it a snafu, an issue. And so. And I just noticed there was one week where he left and he turned his back to eat, and they zoomed in on him anyway.
Well, because he was doing it the first couple of weeks as well. He would just be eating there, devouring food, and I kind of just secretly said to the producer, I'm like, hey, are we filming this? Let's just make sure like we're catching this for future reference, and we need to go back. And then another week again, he was when he was just eating a full chicken, just like it was, I don't know, fried chicken, but it wasn't, just with his hands. And so I'm like, hey, just double checking we're recording this. Not thinking I was going to use it at that time, but he took a shot at me for something, and I kind of, brought it up, and, credit to the producers. They quickly could reference anything that has been filmed previously, so they went right to it, and there you go. So a lot of it is, it's not planned, it's not scripted, and so that's the idea. I think Peyton and I both understand it. Like, hey, the us making fun of each other is what people like, what people enjoy, and so you almost try to create it. Like I'm try to throw softballs to each other so they can bash, he can bash me and vice versa.
Well, the thing I also like too is just both of yours, although you either hide it more or what have you, distaste for bad football. Just
clock management.
Oh gosh,
Peyton's biggest pet peeve, I think I've discovered, is clock management before halftime.
Right.
And or into the game is just what frustrates him more than anything else.
Absolutely, I see all that, but I enjoy that, and of course both of your brilliant knowledge of pre-snap, post-snap, then diagnosing it. It's great, and when the games are tight in the fourth quarter, I just love locking in with you, and if you have a guest that also, like Russell Wilson, week 1, terrific.
Great,
it's just great, just locking in with you guys about what's to be expected, what happened, what should have happened. It's great, Eli. Truly, congratulations on that.
Thank you. No, thank you. I think it's been a lot of fun. When I retired from football and trying to figure out kind of what I wanted to do going forward, I didn't, at the time I didn't realize there was a job where you could just watch football and make fun of your brother. I'm glad that was an option. I think it's the perfect job for me. So I'm glad that's available.
Eli Manning here on the Rich Eisen Show and the Eli Manning Show. So you hung out with Bill Murray, and this is going to drop in advance of Bears Giants next Thursday, a week from this Thursday.
Exactly.
How was that? How was that?
It was unbelievable, and it wasn't originally. It wasn't meant to be a full show. It was just going to be a kind of a little tidbit, but we had so much good information. I am a huge Bill Murray fan. Just growing up, especially with two older brothers, with Peyton and Cooper, they're 5 and 7 years older. So I was probably watching Stripes and Meatballs before I should have. But from Ghostbusters to Caddyshack to anything. Groundhog Day. Like I know every line. I know his name and all those characters. I've seen all those movies so many times where it was just fun for me to sit there, kind of just talk old school movies, what he was improvising, what was really scripted, and just to hang out with him. And then we kind of just were walking around and all of a sudden he just reacts to people that we were around. I don't want to give away too much what happens in the show, but it involves some foreign exchange students, I believe, who had no idea who I was, but immediately recognized Bill Murray and what proceeds to happen. It's just such raw footage of him just in action, and it was an awesome day for me. One of my childhood heroes.
Oh, that's great.
And so it's been a lot of fun. I get normally do the show with Sean O'Hara. He wasn't there this day, but normally with Sean, who's I know y'all know well,
yes.
and good to see. But one of my best friends and former teammates. So kind of the same similar relationship as Peyton and I, where we can attack each other. There's no sensitivity. We have a sensitivity fine rule. If you get If you're a little sensitive, you get upset about anything, it's a fine that you have to pay. It eventually goes to charity.
Well, I mean, you also had Kevin Durant, Rich Kleiman, who's been on this show as well. That episode was earlier this month. Kevin Hart. I mean, this is fun. Terrific. But, Bill Murray is like famously difficult to book. Like you have to call like a number and he answers it from a payphone or something crazy like that.
He's got no agent.
Right. So how'd you get him? How'd you land Bill Murray?
I just I have my sources, Rich.
Okay.
I can't give you my source. And that was kind of part of the deal.
Okay.
Like, hey, I got
it's like Fight Club. It's like Fight Club. You can't talk about it.
Fight Club.
Okay.
First rule about booking Bill Murray: you can't tell anybody how you booked Bill Murray.
Okay. That ain't easy, man. And Letterman the other night too. I mean, you guys have been Jon Stewart. I mean, you guys have had incredible guests, and you're getting the same here for Eli Manning for the Eli Manning Show. And again, you're getting a sponsor next year. You got Duncan joining you next year. Does that mean we get free Munchkins or something like that, Eli, just for having you on the program to promote it? Can we get that?
Since you're promoting my show, I'll send you some Munchkins.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And again, we just want to make sure we're talking about donuts here. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. So, Eli, let me just ask you this question. The best team you've seen on Monday Night Football right now, from your perspective, is who?
That's
Which one?
Tough. I mean, you know how the NFL changes every week. Obviously, I thought the Patriots were playing really good football, and for them to win a game where their quarterback throws 3 passes in the game was pretty impressive. But then they go out and get spanked by Indianapolis this kind of following week. I don't know if they got spanked, but got beat by Indy. So I still think they're a really good team. Their defense plays well. And then you catch some teams early on that weren't playing as well, and you look at like Kansas City that wasn't playing well, and now they're playing great. Offense is clicking, defense is clicking. So it definitely changes over the course of the season, but you kind of feel like Kansas City has regained their mojo and is kind of the team to beat right now.
Okay, so you like Kansas City. What about in the NFC? I mean, you see Rodgers playing out of his skull. Brady ran into another Saints wall. That was, that's crazy. In the regular season, obviously. So what do you think in the NFC? What's your breakdown there?
I think, like you said, I think the Packers are playing the best football kind of all around.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers, I think, just kind of faking this, toe injury just so people, think he's hurt, and he's just, throwing 4 touchdowns every game, and looks fine to me out there. I still think Tampa's right up there with them. Just, you're always going to have that tough game. They lost a couple of guys, but they're still talented, and we'll have a little time to get back healthy and make the playoffs, and we'll still be good going down that stretch, I believe. And
then I'll ask you the question I know all my Giants friends would love for me to ask you. Daniel Jones, who I know you have a fondness for, and his season, there's just I don't know how you evaluate, right? The offensive coordinator gets fired in the middle. He's now hurt. He's not going to play the rest of the year, and the organization needs to make an evaluation on him, I would say. Toot sweet, certainly with maybe a new GM, and who the heck knows what's going on there. What would your opinion be on what the Giants should do in regards to your successor at the position?
Yeah, obviously it's a tough situation with everything going on with the offense and the struggles they've had all season. And so I think that's kind of a call for Joe Judge and John Mara and Gettleman and what they're going to do from all those things. And Daniel Jones is in the mix there as well. And so, I think it's hard to get a true evaluation. I think he's made some adjustments and fixed some of the turnover problems, but, overall just did not, score enough offensively. And, I think it's not just the quarterback problem. It's from receiver injuries to running back injuries to offense, just a problem kind of across the board that make it tough to get a true analysis of what you have. And so I think they got to, dive deep and really look at what the other options are as well. And do you, give them another year to try to have a feel, or do you make a trade and get an established guy, or go to the draft? Obviously, so I mean, it's not none of these are easy decisions to make. I don't think there's not an easy answer. There's not a right answer necessarily. It's just trying to make the best and make some of those tough decisions. That's why, hey, you are the owner, or you are the GM and head coach, because you're qualified to make those tough decisions.
Eli, really appreciate your time. I'm always enjoy when you come on here, and I'm really loving the Manningcast with you and your brother. And I know sometime next one is this Monday. You're doing this Monday, Dolphins Saints. Is that what you're doing?
No, we're doing the following ones. We got Steelers and Browns.
Oh gosh, that's going to be
Then we got a playoff one. We're doing the Monday night playoff game.
That's
so that'll be exciting.
That will be exciting for sure. And look, I know if you're ever needing time of tap dancing, I'm there, at home. If you need me to come on and sing some karaoke, and Peyton certainly knows, since I've awakened him many times at the Pro Bowl, at 1 a.m, I can fill some time if necessary. I'm there for you.
Always. Always.
I've got your
what
back.
Song if we have you on, you have to sing karaoke. What are you going to sing?
That's life. Certainly, since if you're tap dancing, I think it works. You know what I mean? Like, that's life.
Work.
Sometimes things don't work out. They don't bounce your way. But, shot down in April, come back in May. That's it. You know what I mean?
There it is.
That's it.
I hear you.
You know that.
I'm clear.
I'm there for you, Eli. Have a great holiday with you and your family.
You too.
And my best to your best to your folks. Please send my best. Oh, by the way, I got Lane Kiffin coming up next hour. You got any message for him at all?
Go win in the Sugar Bowl. Let's go.
Okay.
Go to New Orleans. Go to my hometown.
There you go.
Stay away from the Hurricanes.
Okay. And by the way, I'm sure he would. Okay, I will do that, and I'm sure he'd want me to write back at you and say hello to your nephew for him. I think that's probably what he would like as well.
Right, exactly. No doubt. Lane's done a great job. He's got Ole Miss playing great football, so it's been fun to be an Ole Miss fan this year.
Okay. Take care of yourself, Eli. You're the best.
All right, Rich.
Thanks,
you
man.
well.
Right back at you. The Eli Manning Show host. And check out the latest episode on the Giants YouTube page, December 30th, with Bill Murray. That is going to be a fun watch. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.